Hello the internet, welcome back to the Waifus. I'm Sefi and we're gonna be speaking about having double events, what this means for Nikke, if it's going to be a good thing or a bad thing overall, and what's the player reception so far. Before we start, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to help me grow the channel. We're going for 4K. We stream every single day here in YouTube and on Twitch at Sefi_922. For those of you who always ask what is 922, this is the code area for where I'm from, Tenerife, and as you can see, I have it here on my face as well. So that's it. Let's get directly started with the video. Now, real quick and off topic, but I made the video with the patch notes. I made that when I woke up, like maybe an hour ago, an hour and a half ago. I'm still waiting for YouTube to process that video so I can publish it. It's a pain in the ass. I'm gonna be real. It's just like I have to wait sometimes an hour, 2 hours until they process a video. And it's like, come on, YouTube. I want to have like multiple videos per day, and sometimes you can until they process them because you cannot run ads if you publish them without those checks. Now that's it. Back to the video and enough ranting, right? So as some of you know, we are getting a new function into Nikke, which is going to be being able to change events. So now when you click here on Automata, you will have another button on the right which will allow you to swap events, and we will have sometimes multiple events running. Sometimes you will have the option of playing an old event from your archive. So this is pretty good in my opinion, and for a content creator this is good, right? You have more content to do, you have more things to cover, more videos to make, and more playing time in general. But for free-to-play players and for people, not even free-to-play players, but for casual players who don't want to spend a lot of time in their gacha or idle games, this is a little bit bad because now you have double challenge mode, maybe double mini games. You have 2 stories to keep up with. For example, now we finished already the nearest story, but we still have challenge mode. So we'll have to do challenge and challenge on the new school event, right? So that's double challenge mode, keeping up with everything that's going on. And so that might be a little bit too much for some of the players. I think it's still pretty manageable, and if you just go do your story and just do your things outside of the first day of the event, which is where you will see all of the story, right? There is not much to do. Mini games and challenge modes usually take no time. This is not solo raid or junior raid, which is actually a little bit more time consuming, but they are optional game modes, right? So I don't think this is gonna be as bad as some people are trying to put this. I think this is actually pretty good. I think this is an actual pretty good move on Shift Up part, and my only other concern is when we do get double events. So for example, now we have Near and a school. If Near has 2 units that are meta, like is A2 and 2B, because both of them are super good, right? Both of them can be considered meta and top tier units. Is the second event also going to include units that are super good or just mid? Are you forcing mid units just for the sake of running 2 events? Because it's good getting more resources for free, right? We're getting another 30 pulls, we're getting an extra level with the event, all of the resources in the event shop. But is that reason enough to justify putting out more units at a faster rate? Because right now we already have 98, 99 units in Nikke, around almost 100. So is this going to increase the pace at which we are getting content, units, and everything in Nikke? So that's my only concern, how they're planning on handling that. If they do find a way of balancing things out, I have no problem. If we are getting more resources, everyone wins. Free to play, wealth doesn't matter. Everyone's winning because you're getting more pools, more levels, more of everything. Now that said, I want to go over some comments, and you'll have them on a screen probably somewhere around here, of people that were on Twitter and on Reddit talking about this and their opinions, and see if I agree or not, because some of them were really quite bad takes, I will say, right? So first of all, we have some anime girl. Idle gacha, half an hour to the dailies, multiple events, co-op, solo raid, junior raid, all at the same time. Well, I'm not surprised that every single gacha trying to turn itself into a second job type sync. For me, it's good. I'm trying to make this a job. But this is a little bit of cap. So dailies do take around half an hour, let's say between 15 and half an hour, right? 15 minutes to 30 minutes. If you speedrun everything and you know what you're doing, it's gonna be 15 minutes. Union raid and solo raid never run at the same time. We can get co-op while one of those 2 is up. That is true, but you don't need to do them. Once again, I haven't done solo raid. The only solo raid I do is level 5 every day, so I can get my cubes to farm them. That's it. You don't need to do level 7. You only need to do level 5 every single day, and if you don't care about your score, you don't even need to do challenge. I haven't done challenge. I'm still 16%. I will do it last day. We still have 2 days, 9 hours. So there is no reason for me to be doing to do it at least now. So some anime girl, it's 50-50 in terms of being right. I do agree it's taking more time. I don't think it's that bad. And also, you can schedule everything. You don't need to do everything at the same time. You don't need to do everything every single day. There's plenty of game modes where it's just pretty fast, right? Co-op is not even required. It takes literally 2 minutes because people will troll you. And then junior raid and solo raid are something that's not required to progress in the game. We could argue that junior raid is more required because you can actually buy cubes and the upgrades for them, but solo raid provides only cosmetics and extra jobs, so no need to do it if you don't like it. Now we have another comment from Shinger where it says, would you make a thematic interface to use again when the events go? I really like the Nier. I hope in the future we can actually choose the UI. I know no gacha does this, as far as I know, but the Nier UI is such a fresh experience, right? Something completely new that we can enjoy, that it will be pretty cool if we can pick between different UIs. We were joking on stream that they are going to start selling UI packs. That would be fucked up, but at the same time it will be pretty fun. Of course, I will not condemn them. I don't want them to sell them, but if we can get the option of switching UIs, that could be pretty nice. Now, Oskila also said, or, you know, don't have 2 events at once, which I don't think is a good opinion. Why not? Here's the thing, if we get 2 events, even if you don't complete the story, you are getting another full login calendar with temples. You are getting the shop, which you don't need to fully clear everything to get both multis from the shop, right? So you can get 3 extra multis, and if you decide to clear and pay a little bit more, you are getting a lot of resources. So it's a win-win, even if you don't want to pull for all of the characters. It is bad, once again, I want to make this clear. It's bad when it comes to getting so many units, right? Because now they can justify releasing double the amount of units per month because we can run 2 events at the same time. So instead of 1 or 2 units, we can go to 2 to 4 units per month, which I hope is not the case. I don't think it's gonna be. Now we have Gideon with 2 comments. Where is Maskell installing? And I agree. Please give us the Anderson event. Why was he using our shower? What is the reason behind this? When is Anderson getting added as a playable Nikke? Come on, we need to see him. Also, Gideon with the second comment, multiple story events at once. Will this possibly open the door to allow us to play all the story events we may have missed or just missed? Now, they already talked about the archive, but this is still a question mark. Are we able to replay everything? Can we replay the minigames, the challenge modes? Can we get the rewards from, for example, the login calendar or the event shop from that? This is something I'm super interested. I said this on my previous video. I want to see how they're going to handle this. Because if now we have all of the previous events that we can also farm with the current ones when you finish, it means new players have a high income of resources, pools, and everything in between that they missed, not only the story. Getting to know the story is cute because we can, of course, stop watching it on YouTube and actually watch it in-game and enjoy it yourself, but also to level up a lot in the early stages of the game. It will also mean you are getting around, like, what, 200 pulls probably if you're a new player. So I'm not sure if they're gonna allow us to buy everything in the shop. I wish they did, but that is a lot of copium, I think. We'll see how they handle that. Do let me know what you want to see on the event archive. How do you want this to work? I think that's gonna be it for this video. We're talking about everything I wanted to talk, which is running multiple events at the same time. It's something I'm 50-50 still. I want to wait until the patch is out and see how they're handling everything. After that, we might make a new video talking about it, or we just leave it if it's good enough. That's it. Thank you for coming, guys. Thank you for the support, like always. Come and say hello later to the stream 2 hours before Nikke reset. We're gonna be playing, having fun. Thank you to my patrons for making this content possible. You can join them with the links in the description down below. Good luck with your pool, the internets, and see you in the next one.
役立たずは楽園から追放するのみ。ブランとノワールのショータイムです。天地万物を切るとはこういうことだ。